Nesse vídeo, o Mike Tyson vai contar a primeira briga que ele teve na vida.
It's fine.
It's great.
I want to change
Great
the
way to
world,
be.
you know, Jim. I wanted to change the world. I wanted people, they had to accept me who I was. You know, if they want to be in my realm, they want to be in my space, they want to accept me, they have to accept me who I was, who I wanted to be.
Did you ever just beat the hell out of somebody?
Excuse me?
Did you ever, out of the ring, did you ever just beat the heck out of somebody? Just like, somebody
Yeah.
just pissed you off and you just beat them?
Me.
No, come on. I'm talking about, did you just like see somebody and they did something and forget about the suits or whatever. I mean, did you just ever beat the heck out of somebody and they just took their medicine?
Yeah.
And what tell us about it. I always just wondered, is just some guy down the street says something stupid to you, or some guy was in your presence in an office, or somebody just did something dumb, and they got the wrath of the heavyweight champion of the world, that they were actually on the receiving end of that without a glove?
Listen, I've hit a lot of people.
I never asked you that question.
Yeah, I've hit a lot of people in my life, yeah. Repercussions sometimes in different countries and stuff. I've hit a lot of people.
Lawsuits?
Yeah, I've hit a lot of people.
But I mean, how about just the guy that just took his medicine, that he knew he did something wrong, and you beat him for it, and he just took it? Did that happen?
I'm sure that happened. I just don't remember that. You know, I remember for one instance, I was in
like if some people just have fights, you understand, and they don't end up in court over it. It's because they had a disagreement and they settled it as a fight.
I always end up in court and stuff.
I always end up in court. Ó, I always end up in court. O que ele tá falando aqui, na verdade, assim, eu sempre parava, eu sempre acabava, né? As coisas sempre terminavam no tribunal, na corte, em court. End up é isso, né? No sentido de terminar, onde a coisa vai parar. End up. Né? Que você emenda aqui e fala end up. Então, I always end up in court.
Well, because they want a payday.
Yeah, but I really did bad stuff to him. So
Oh.
beat him up, broke the cheeks and bones or something.
Jim, have you heard the story of Mike's first fight ever in his life?
I don't think so.
When a kid took his pigeon?
Yeah, and killed my bird. And some guy killed my bird and stuff, and I was crying and stuff.
How old were you?
I must have been 9 or 10.
How did he take your bird?
Well, I had birds hidden somewhere in an abandoned building, in a condemned apartment, and somebody told these kids from another neighborhood where my birds were, so they were going up to steal my birds. And one guy snuck one of my birds out, and I had to chase him. I said, give me my bird back. He said, no, you fat fucking nigga, you want this bird? He was black too, but he called me a black fucking nigga.
And he broke your bird in half?
No, ripped the head off. He moved the bird and shit. And then the guy said, Mike, fight him. And I fought him.
Ó, vamos lá. And I fought him. Fala, Mike, briga com ele, fight him. Luta com ele, briga com ele, fight him, fight. No passado é fought. E ele fala, and I fought him. E eu briguei com ele. Eu briguei com ele. And I fought him. Essa frase aqui, and I fought him, percebe como que ele fala? And I fought him. Então, aquela história. Na teoria, o que você vai ouvir por aí é and I fought him. And I fought him. Na prática é and I fought him. And I fought him. Vamos escutar de novo. Ó. Vou voltar aqui para vocês ouvirem. Ó. Presta atenção.
He moved the bird and shit. And then the guy said, Mike, fight him. And I fought him.
And I fought him. Ó, de novo.
He moved the bird and shit. And then the guy said, Mike, fight him. And I fought him.
And I fought him. Pegou?
What happened to that guy?
I don't know what I beat him up that day, but I don't know what he's doing. Somebody told me he was doing hard times. I would love to see him and stuff.
You know his name?
Gary Flowers.
Gary
Wow,
Flowers.
Gary Flowers.
Wow.
Gary Flores.
Gary Flowers.
Yeah.
That's amazing, Mike. You remember his name?
Never forget him.
Wow.
Never forget him.
And were you involved in boxing at all yet?
No, I never had a fight in my life.
Okay, and how much longer after that did you go to fight boxing?
And probably sometime that week somebody started giving me money to fight other kids from other neighborhoods.
Oh, and so you would beat up other kids in other
Also,
neighborhoods?
I would get beat up, yeah.
Why would they beat you up?
Because they wanted to fight.
Okay, so who would give you the money?
Excuse me?
Who would give you money?
My older kid. He said, you fight him, and if you take this and you take this, then you'll fight.
And how much was the money? $1?
$1, $5, something like that.
So this is in what year?
I'm telling you, 76.
Late 70s? Okay.
76, 77.
Okay, so you started, who recognized you were good at this? Other
Excuse
than the
me?
kids in the neighborhood, who
Just,
recognized you were
just
good at this?
people in the it had to be some older kids, 'cause the younger kids saw the fight, and they told some people, and the next thing I know, I saw this older kid came around with the kid that was at the fight, and another kid, and that other kid was for me to fight. So I guess the kid from the fight was telling the older kid about me, and they brought this guy to the neighborhood, so that's why that guy was there with the older kid. And
It's like Lord of the Flies.
yeah. Wow, I can't believe I'm talking about this now. Wow, that hit me just now for a minute. That I explained it, that this guy came with this other guy. The young guy told the older guy, and the older guy brought this guy over here, and that's the guy I was supposed to fight because this guy told the older guy about me.
And how much older were they?
They were like 15. The oldest guy was probably 15.
And you were 9?
Yeah.
Did anybody ever steal your pigeons again?
Yeah, people stole my pigeons because then it's not about confronting you and stuff. It's about if they befriend you, you go somewhere you're not there.
Oh, I'm talking about did they ever steal it to taunt you?
No, nobody ever. Nobody listen. Ever since that day, I was known for fighting. People knew who I was. They respect me for fighting and stuff in the neighborhood.
Então é isso, se esse conteúdo te ajudou, deixa o seu like, se inscreva no canal, porque assim você me ajuda bastante, tá bom? Vejo vocês no próximo vídeo, um abraço.